And as we keep talking about the coronavirus this afternoon and the impact it has made on education here in South Carolina, one of the things we have to talk about is access to high-speed internet. Obviously, we have learned that is imperative and probably the most important thing when it comes to online learning in these classrooms that folks have set up at their dining room tables like me. But it takes high-speed internet access, and at the start, not everybody had access to that. But today there's a new partnership hoping to fix the problem in some rural areas. And our News 19, Jenna Kurzina, investigates and lets you know what's being done.
Governor Henry McMaster, along with State Education Superintendent Molly Spearman, announcing $1.3 million going towards data casting. Now, this will be so students who live in more rural areas and maybe don't have access or have limited access to broadband can still access their assignments and education. SCETV will use their broadcast television signal to transmit all the lesson plans and files students will need. The state and school districts will have to provide families with special equipment to make it work, but once it's up and running, they should have the same access as those with hotspots. The program is being tested in 3 school districts to start: Fairfield, Jasper, and York District 1. And the plan is to roll it out to more districts throughout the state. Fairfield County School District Superintendent J.R. Green says even though this doesn't replace broadband, it's a great alternative to those who need it.
This is a nice stopgap measure, but because it is only one-way communication, it is not ideal. As we know, learning is an interactive process, and so that means teacher, student, teacher, student. And so if you do not have an opportunity where students and teachers can engage in real time, then that's obviously not the ideal scenario. But in the absence of that, I think this could be a viable option.
Green says they hope to start this process as soon as possible. The State Department of Education hopes to reach between 3,000 and 5,000 students with this new pilot program. In Columbia, Jenna Kurzina, News 19, WLTX.